right, guys, brothers, welcome back to Upfront Dating. Upfront Tony here, ugly dude over 100 women. And we're going to get you started. So today's lesson, episode 5, is about increasing your polarity, your magnetism, in order to draw women to you. Because when you go out looking for them, they detect it. Not only that, they despise it, and they see it as weakness. Coming out looking for us. Anyway, let's get into it. So in order to increase your polarity and your magnetism, we're going to break this down into a couple of areas: mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, intellectual, and moral. I'm going to give you something to start with in each of these areas. I'm going to give that to you now for your homework. I want you guys to get yourself a piece of pen and paper, or get something with which you can take down notes digitally, because I want you to remember this, and I don't want you to go back and watch it later. That's why I'm giving you time now to get you something to write with, scribble with, jot with. Okay, go, hurry up. All right, that's enough time. So, number 1, for mental, I want you guys to find people to listen to that are manly men. No more just being a little boy, no more being a dork, even if you're a dork, even if you're ugly, even if you're lame, dumb, any of that. You can change it not in an instant. You can change your mind in an instant and then get to work. Number 1, for the mental aspect, I need you guys to start listening to guys like Jocko Willink, Navy SEAL veteran, man's man. Tony Robbins is another great one. Just motivational speaker. Get you moving, get you going. You need to be filling your mind with good influences, or influences that are going to influence you in the direction that you're trying to get to. It's okay to have distractions, comedy and movies and Netflix and stuff, but it can only be after you've done put in your work. After you're done putting your work for the day, then you can go relax with a video game of Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever's your pleasure. Personally, I like to use the Trello app, Trello. This is not sponsored or anything. It's just a note-taking app that I like to do. I set up my notes in different ways: long-term, short-term, things I need to buy, things I need to read, watch, etc., and miscellaneous. And all organized, all my notes. One's done, you just flick it out of the way like a booger. Another person to look into under the mental aspect is David Goggins. This guy was ugly, fat, dumb, and now he's one of the hardest training men on the planet. People go to him to learn how to train. So these 3 I want you to get started with: Jocko Willink, Tony Robbins, and David Goggins. Look them up on YouTube. Get acquainted with them. I'm not saying you gotta watch everything. Get acquainted with the things that they are talking about. Now for the physical aspect of things, I need you guys to start doing a little bit of extracurricular exercise, okay? I know it sucks. I know it's terrible, but once you get started, as I said in a previous video, episode 2 of Momentum, once you get going, it becomes impossible to stop. You won't want to. You'll feel bad if you stop, okay? So I want you to start off easy. Start off with a couple push-ups, couple sit-ups. Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of the greatest bodybuilders ever lived, he said the only thing he ever did for his abs was crunches. So if that's good enough for Arnold, I'm sure that'll work for your physique. Later on down the road, when you get a little more advanced, I'm going to move you on to some different stuff, some exciting things. I don't want to tell you now, it might get you scared. Another thing for the physical aspect, I want you guys to get yourself just a decent shirt, something decent. And I want you to be thinking about this when you're getting the shirt, because I don't want you to buy a whole outfit here. We're just starting little by little. Now, when you're buying this shirt, I want you to picture the peacock. The peacock, the way that it attracts a mate, standing there, sees a mate it likes, and then all them feathers come out, all these different colors and crazy designs in there. You gotta keep that in mind. Why does the peacock do that? To get attention. It's got cock right there in the name of the damn animal to let you know. There's a reason for that. Next, and lastly, for physical. This is a lot, but this is not a lot. Once you get, this is just this 1 week, you gotta do all this. Get you a cologne. You don't gotta go and buy one. Go get you some samples. Go to your local store. Say, hey, I'm interested in buying some cologne. Can I get a couple samples? And they'll hook you up 4 or 5 different ones. See which one you like. Ask other people which one they'd like on you the best. Now, this is the biggest important secret I'm going to give you in terms of cologne. My God, gentlemen, don't douse yourself in this stuff. Nothing says I can't get laid and I'm dumb more than drenching yourself in cologne that you can smell 2 blocks away. After you leave, you can still be smelled standing there and you're down the street. Nobody wants that. You just use it gently. You want that little bit of cologne to blend with your pheromones, mixed together in just the perfect proportions. So you put a little behind your ear. Why behind your ear? Because whenever a girl comes in to hug you, if you ever get one, which you will if you stay along with me, her nose ends up right around there. It says, oh, now you don't want to kill her. You don't want to make it like Auschwitz or something with the Xylon stuff. You just want a little scent of something. And then, of course, you've seen people put it on their wrist. That's fine. I like to put it on my balls instead. It's a good squirt. Pick them up, squirt underneath, drop them back down, 1 squirt. Believe it or not, women like a little bit of funky smell down there. You don't like funky smell on them. But like I said in episode 4, we're completely wired differently. They like a little stink, a little smell. Us, on the other hand, we're like, nah, no. Out of here. Ain't no stinking allowed in a woman. All right, now, moving on to the spiritual aspect of things. Let's say you've got no God, you don't believe in God, who cares? Fuck them even. If that's your attitude, that's fine. But I need you to get acquainted with some sort of power outside of yourself. You've got incredible power within, but you've got incredible power without. All around you are unseen, invisible helpers, or they can be detriments hanging around you and you can't even see them. But you got to tap into it just to get started. This is level 1 spirituality, but it's a good start. Get you the Bible. Now here's where people go wrong. They get the Bible, they open it up to page 1, and they're like, this is horse manure. This is garbage. I can't read this. The trick is you got to get halfway through the book. Look up Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Each one tells the same story, just a little different. And these are the books where they're the only 4 books. Bible this big, Jesus is only that much of it. That's it. And those couple 4 books will give you an idea of being a rebel, going against what's going on in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You got to read it to get it. I didn't believe it when I first read it. When I read it, I was like, why didn't nobody never tell me about this guy, Jesus? Believe me, everything that you've been told about him up till now is a bunch of malarkey, is a bunch of hogwash, is a bunch of shine. Where was I? Spiritual. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Later on, we're going to get you next lesson so you don't think I'm going to get all Christian on you. I'm going to teach you about Lucifer too. Not evil guy. Lucifer. Loose. In the beginning, he's the light bringer. And the beginning of his name is Luz. Ask any Spanish person what loose means. Not loose like your ex-girlfriend's vagina. Loose like L-U-C-E, light. Lucifer means light bringer. So I'm not going to teach you to be like a devil worshiper, sacrificing stuff, but I'm going to teach you about everything. Okay? Like the Emperor Palpatine told Anakin, he's like, yeah, there's other stuff you got to learn too. You can't learn it from a Jedi. I know both sides of the Force, my friends. Anyway, next we're going to get you into the I Ching. Start looking for it. First thing, get on Amazon. You can get, matter of fact, every single one of these books. I'm going to save you lots of money. Every book in the universe that I've been looking for so far, except for one, it's true. You can just type in the name of the book, free PDF, and I'll be goddamn if the whole book don't pop up right there for free. Okay? So that being said, I want you to get the I Ching. I like in the letter I, not my I. C-H-I-N-G. Just get it, hold on to it. After you get done Matthew, Mark, and Luke, see, I don't want to get ahead of myself. The only reason I told you that is because I want you to know that I'm not going to bury you with Christianity and stuff. I know all religions. I'm a theologian. I'm going to teach you how to do it all too. Imagine you get a new girl and you're like, honey, I can tell you everything there is to know about God, life in general. I have all the answers. I'm going to teach you all the answers to give them, okay? And I've got them. Next up, I want you guys to start working on some emotional things or lack thereof, okay? Emotions are not only weakness to show, but there's outside forces that feed off of your emotions, your traumas, your pains, your deliriums, your vacuums, your other things. They feed off of it. So I'm going to teach you how to forget about emotions, to be what's called stoic. Look up the word stoic, S-T-O-I-C. It means stoic, lack of emotion, stone-faced, like Alex Pereira at the UFC. Okay, what he's doing, his face never changes. Just that's it, okay? The book I want you to get to learn about stoicism, classic, made during the Roman Empire, friends. That's how far this stuff goes back, and that's how far smart Italians goes back to being too. The book is by Marcus Aurelius. He's a realist, real estate guy. And the book is called Meditations. It's M-A-R-C-U-S, Marcus. Like your friend down the street. Aurelius. Aura's right in there. It's A-U-R-Elius. A-U-R-E-L-I-U-S. Book's called Meditations. Start learning about stoicism, how to be as a man, basically, okay? Next up on the chopping block, we're now down to the intellectual portion of this week's homework. We gotta learn another language, my friends. We live in the United States of America. And I don't know if you noticed, but there's been a large influx of brown mamacitas. Now, if you don't learn how to speak some Spanish, brother, it's a huge part of the population that you're just turning off that quick. No, you gotta play the numbers game. I need you to get Duolingo or something like that. Rosetta Stones, Rolling Stones, I don't care. Anyone that's gonna teach you how to speak a little Spanish. Learn the just do what it says. Learn it basically at first. First, you need to learn how to say, how are you doing? What's your name? What's your phone number? Down the road later on, we're going to get into advanced language tactics. We're going to get you saying things like, oh, oui, vous appelez-vous? Comment t'appelles-tu? Oui, vous voulez? Italian. Spaghetti Parmesan Mamacita. Italian bread cannoli. We're going to teach you all that good stuff. You're going to come off being very smart, trust me. Because you are smart. I'm going to teach you how to get there, like I've been saying. Now, I want you to do something for your moral compass. And this is going to sound strange. I'm teaching you how to pick up women. Potentially just to give them the bang-a-bang and chuck them. That's your choice. You can keep them, bang-a-bang, whatever you want. Not my problem. My problem is getting you to get them. I need you to get Godfather 1, the movie. Now, I know it's difficult for some of you young guys, man, because these days, when you watch TV, internet, every scene is like second. It keeps you like flowing. The Godfather, you might be looking at one frame, that's called in the show business. One frame you might be looking at for, say, 1 minute. They're going to have a dialogue and it's not going to do a lot of moving, but it's for effect. I need you to get Godfather 1. And again, this is going to teach you another facet of being a man, being a real man, okay? Sometimes, maybe your father wasn't even a real man. It happens. Maybe your father was a piece of dung crap. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's a cokehead, drug addict. Maybe your mother was a whore. You know what I mean? I'm going to teach you the right way. We're not all lucky, okay? I need you to identify your strengths and your weaknesses. Very important. Because I'm going to teach you how to play to your strengths and blow off your weaknesses, hide them a little bit. But I need you to be able to personally identify them. Notice what they are. Think about them, okay? Knowing is half the battle, like G.I. Joe, okay? Remember when we talked about the peacock, right? When I was telling you to go get you a nice shirt? And I told you that the peacock is nature's way of catching the eye of the women's, you know what I'm saying? I want you to start thinking about that peacock thing. Right now, we're just worried about a shirt. But you got to think, like I said, identify your strengths and weaknesses. Combine that with the peacock, okay? You don't want to be stupid like what's in the movie Napoleon Dynamite, the little gay one. He's a sweet little guy. Kit. He's got like the gold chain, gold teeth, and the wave cap on because he's getting with LaFonda. It's a joke, you know what I'm saying? But you clearly he's like trying to be other than himself. Be yourself. Very important. And really, that's pretty much it for this week, and it's homework. Episode 5, lesson number 1. Well, no, episode 5, how to get started in this thing, even if you're a piece of junk. Ugly, man. You could be ugly, stupid, no friends, too many friends. You could be blind, deaf, dumb, mute, anything. You can get past it. You could have tuberculosis. You'd be just fine with me. The next episode, I'm going to teach you you guys where to go to find these women. Once you got your shirt, your basic shirt, your little cologne on, whatever it is that you're peacocking with, I'm going to teach you where to go. What are you going to do? Sit in your living room? I guess there is ways to do that too. But I'm going to teach you the places to find. And I don't mean the bar. The bar that's the base. That's where it's like, what do I say? That's when you're good at this like this. The bar is just like, whatever you want. You, come over here. You. It's easy with the drunk ones. Jeez, my goodness. Super easy. Too easy. But yeah, that'll be next week. Not next week. It'll be tomorrow. Sheesh, I got so much information, you guys, I can't get it to you fast enough. I have every day I write like a topic and I'm like, oh, there's that topic, there's that topic, there's that topic, on top of me doing the MMA channel. That being said, may Allah bless you, may Jesus save you, may Buddha give you all the information that you've been looking for, may the Hindu God keep you from turning blue like he did, and in the Lord's name we pray, Das Vidanya.